Good, happy Wednesday morning. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, 2 women found drunk in Salem parking lot with infants, police say. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
Security, dependability, and the latest technology. So what would be different if you switched to a local credit union to save on fees? Not much. You get a new card and more money to spend. To learn more, visit bettervaluesbetterbanking.com.
But I certainly think that alcohol played a large role in it.
It was 6:15 on a Monday evening. A shopper observes 2 women and 2 very young babies in the parking lot at the mall at Rockingham Park and calls police.
Actually, one of them was laying on the ground in a puddle. And a puddle in the parking lot has grease and oil in it and some water. And she was holding the infant above her head.
Investigators say 22-year-old Bailey LaColst and 24-year-old Amber Giordano admitted they'd been consuming alcohol during the day. But police say beyond that, the friends were uncooperative, and the booking process took 4 hours. So what about the infants during all that time?
During the booking process, and we had the babies. Our shift commander was holding one of the babies for a while, as well as our dispatchers were helping out hold the babies.
One baby is just a month old, the other 4 months old, according to police. And the shift commander gave an order last night he's likely never given before in his career.
He had to order her to stop breastfeeding.
Around 10 o'clock, the babies were released into the custody of their respective grandparents. The mothers were charged with misdemeanor counts of child endangerment and released on PR bail, due back in court October 31st.
They were barely able to even take care of themselves, let alone a baby of that age who needs a lot of care and attention.
We did reach out to a local lactation specialist who tells News 9 if a nursing mother has more than a glass or 2 of wine, the advice is to pump and dump because although it's diluted, alcohol does pass into breast milk. Live in the studio, Amy Cavino, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Police, Goffstown students on bus say man exposed himself. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
Doesn't everyone deserve a spa? This look has beautiful blue and green tones, leathered granite, river rock, and glass sinks. Let our design team help you create your dream bath.
Go to Decorating Center.
Goffstown police say it happened yesterday afternoon at the intersection of Route 114 and Shirley Hill Road. Police say a man driving a car had been following a school bus with high school students in it, headed for an athletic event at Goffstown High School.
It appeared to them that he had been following them for quite some time, yes.
When the school bus went into the left turn lane, the car pulled up next to the bus, and then the driver allegedly exposed himself to the students.
The girls on the bus said that they were able to see a male driving a gray Nissan pull alongside the bus, and he appeared to purposely expose himself in a lewd manner.
It's what happened next that helped police eventually find the car and identify the driver. The students, realizing what was happening, quickly pulled out their crime-fighting tool, the cell phone.
We're still under investigation, but it was obvious to the people on the bus, and they were able to take some pictures and some videos that allowed us to, further investigate and develop a suspect.
No arrests have been made in this case as of yet, but Goffstown police tell us they expect to bring charges over the coming days. In Goffstown, Alko Funema, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Violent protests interrupt in Charlotte after deadly police shooting. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
Resort happens here.
Officers went to the Village at College Downs apartment complex to serve outstanding warrants on a suspect. But before they were able to do so, officers say they were confronted by a different man in a vehicle. Police say the man had a weapon when he got out of the vehicle.
One of the officers felt a lethal threat and fired his weapon because of that.
But that account is heavily disputed by family members. Say the man is a father of 7 and was waiting for his son to get home from school when detectives ordered him out of the vehicle. Family says he was reading at the time.
They said, hands up! He got a gun! He got a gun! Pow, 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 pow!
It wasn't no gun, it was a book.
Chief Putney says a weapon was recovered at the scene. Right now they are investigating to see if the man killed knew the suspect they were searching for. The officer who fired the shots is on paid administrative leave during the investigation, which is standard procedure in officer-involved shootings.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Also, at least 2 demonstrations and several police officers have been injured after protests erupted following a deadly police shooting in Charlotte, North Carolina on Tuesday. Approximately 12 officers injured, 1 officer hit in the face with a rock. Bank of Japan announces major policy overhaul and latest bid to goose economic. Japan's central bank kept rates steady at its meeting Wednesday, but issued a plethora of fresh changes to its policy approach, making its latest attempt to boost prices and goose economic growth. Tallahassee police shooting, 5 discrepancies from Trent's Crutcher's death. 5 days ago, Tallahassee police officer Betty Shelby fatally shot Trent Crutcher, a 40-year-old unarmed black man, after his car was found abandoned in the middle of the road. Federal, state, and local authorities have launched investigations into the officer-involved shooting. Tiffany Clutcher, Trent's twin sister, has urged prosecutors to immediately press charges against Shelby, a 5-year veteran with Tallahassee police. And here are the 5 discrepancies from Trent's Clutcher's death. Number 1, hands up versus refusing commands. Number 2, was Clutcher high? Number 3, open versus closed. Number 4, armed versus unarmed. And number 5, an officer called Clutcher a bad dude. Does that matter? And those are the 5 discrepancies from Clutcher's death. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Wednesday. See back here later on today. Goodbye, everyone.